Welcome, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the vast expanse of human experience, guided by the lantern of curiosity and the compass of critical inquiry. Today we find ourselves at the threshold of a pivotal moment in history, one that would shape the fate of empires and the course of warfare: the Battle of Smolensk. This seminal event, like a beacon in the darkness, illuminates the intricate dance of power, strategy, and human resilience that has characterized our species' conflict-ridden past. As we delve into the origins of this battle, let us first set the stage with a brief overview. The Battle of Smolensk was a clash of titans, a confrontation between the expansive ambitions of Napoleon's Grand Army and the unyielding defense of the Russian Empire, led by Tsar Alexander I. The year was 1812, and the winds of war were blowing fiercely across Europe. On June 24th, 1812, Napoleon's forces crossed the Niemen River, marking the beginning of their ill-fated invasion of Russia. To understand the events that unfolded, we must journey back to the early 19th century, when the seeds of conflict were sown. The Treaty of Tilsit, signed on July 7, 1807, had created an uneasy alliance between Napoleon's France and Tsar Alexander's Russia. However, as the years passed, tensions began to rise, fueled by Napoleon's aggressive expansionism and Russia's concerns about its sovereignty. The French occupation of Poland, the annexation of the Duchy of Oldenburg, and the trade embargo imposed by Napoleon's continental system all contributed to the growing rift between the two nations. In 1810, Tsar Alexander began to secretly mobilize his military forces, anticipating a potential conflict with France. Meanwhile, Napoleon was busy consolidating his power in Europe, having recently annexed the Papal States and reorganized the German Confederation. The stage was set for a monumental clash of arms as two of the greatest military minds of the age faced off against each other. As we explore the months leading up to the Battle of Smolensk, we find ourselves in the midst of a complex web of alliances, diplomatic maneuvering, and strategic posturing. The town of Vilna, situated in what is now Lithuania, was one of the first major cities to fall to the French on June 24, 1812. From there, Napoleon's forces continued their march eastward, facing resistance from Russian cavalry and infantry units. The city of Vitebsk, located about 200 miles west of Smolensk, was the site of a series of intense battles between the two armies in July and August 1812. Though the French ultimately emerged victorious, their losses were significant, and the Russian army had succeeded in slowing their advance. The scorched earth policy implemented by the Russians denied the French sustenance and shelter, forcing them to march through a desolate landscape, depleted of resources. Join me as we step into the crucible of conflict, where courage, strategy, and fate entwine to forge a moment in time that would be etched into the annals of history forever. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, where we continue our journey through the Battle of Smolensk, a pivotal moment in history that shaped the fate of empires and the course of warfare. As we delve into the heart of the battle itself, we find ourselves at the threshold of a maelstrom of conflict, where courage, strategy, and fate entwined to forge a moment in time that would be etched into the annals of history forever. The city of Smolensk, situated on the banks of the Dnieper River, was a strategic stronghold for the Russian army, and its capture was crucial for Napoleon's advance into Russia. On August 16, 1812, the French forces, led by Marshal Michel Ney, launched a series of fierce assaults on the city's defenses, but were repeatedly repelled by the determined Russian garrison, commanded by General Dmitry Dokhtyrov. As the battle raged on, the Russians implemented their scorched earth policy, burning crops, destroying infrastructure, and denying the French sustenance and shelter. The French army, already depleted from months of marching through the desolate Russian landscape, was further weakened by the lack of supplies and the relentless harassment by Russian cavalry and infantry units. Despite being outnumbered, the Russian forces held their ground, and on August 18, 1812, they launched a counterattack that caught the French off guard. The Russian cavalry, led by General Pavel Tutkov, charged into the fray, cutting down French soldiers and sending them into disarray. The French lines wavered, but Napoleon's generals managed to rally their troops and maintain their grip on the city. The battle was far from over, however. On August 19, 1812, the Russians launched another fierce assault, this time targeting the French artillery positions. The Russian infantry, led by General Nikolai Raevsky, fought bravely, but were ultimately repelled by the French gunners. As the day drew to a close, the French had gained control of the city, but at great cost, over 10,000 casualties, including many high-ranking officers. As we reflect on these pivotal moments, we are reminded of the words of Tsar Alexander I, who said, "The fate of Europe would be decided in Russia." Indeed, the Battle of Smolensk marked a turning point in the war, as the Russian army's determination and strategic brilliance had denied Napoleon's forces a decisive victory. As we walk among the soldiers, feeling the heat of cannon fire and witnessing the unfolding drama, we are struck by the heroism and sacrifice that characterize this battle. The bravery of the Russian soldiers, who fought against overwhelming odds to defend their homeland, is a testament to the enduring power of patriotism and duty. The Battle of Smolensk was not just a military conflict. It was also a clash of cultures and ideologies. The French army, with its revolutionary ideals and emphasis on liberty, equality, and fraternity, was pitted against the Russian army, with its traditional values and loyalty to the Tsar. This ideological divide would have far-reaching consequences, shaping the course of European history for centuries to come. As we conclude our exploration of the Battle of Smolensk, we are left with a sense of awe and wonder at the complexity and nuance of this pivotal moment in history. The bravery, strategy, and fate that entwined to forge this moment have created a rich tapestry of human experience, one that continues to inspire and educate us today. Join me as we step into the shadows of history, where the echoes of conflict continue to shape our understanding of the world today. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, as we delve into the decline and aftermath of the Battle of Smolensk, a pivotal moment in history that continues to shape our understanding of the world today. The failed invasion of Russia marked a significant turning point for Napoleon's empire, as the Russian winter, combined with the scorched earth policy and the determination of the Russian army, had taken its toll on the French forces. As the French army retreated from Russia, they left behind a trail of destruction and devastation, with estimates suggesting that over 300,000 soldiers had perished during the campaign. The Russian army, however, had also suffered significant losses, with over 200,000 casualties, including many high-ranking officers. The human cost of the battle was staggering, with entire families and communities affected by the conflict. The aftermath of the Battle of Smolensk saw a significant shift in the balance of power in Europe as Napoleon's empire began to crumble. The Sixth Coalition, comprising Russia, Prussia, Austria, and Britain, began to gain momentum, and eventually, they would defeat Napoleon at the Battle of Leipzig in 1813. The Congress of Vienna, which followed, would reorganize Europe, marking the end of Napoleon's empire and the rise of a new era of European politics. The Battle of Smolensk also had a profound impact on Russian society, as it marked a turning point in the development of Russian nationalism. The bravery and determination of the Russian army had inspired a sense of pride and patriotism among the Russian people, which would continue to shape Russian identity for centuries to come. The battle also saw the emergence of new leaders, such as General Mikhail Kutuzov, who would play a significant role in shaping Russia's military strategy and foreign policy. In terms of military strategy, the Battle of Smolensk marked a significant shift towards more modern forms of warfare, with the use of artillery, cavalry, and infantry becoming increasingly important. The battle also saw the introduction of new tactics, such as the use of skirmishers and the implementation of defensive positions, which would become hallmarks of modern warfare. As we reflect on the decline and aftermath of the Battle of Smolensk, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of this conflict, which continues to shape our understanding of the world today. The bravery, strategy, and fate that entwine to forge this moment have created a rich tapestry of human experience, one that continues to inspire and educate us. The Battle of Smolensk serves as a testament to the power of determination and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds, and its impact can still be felt today. The battle's influence on modern warfare, Russian nationalism, and European politics is a reminder that even the most pivotal moments in history have far-reaching consequences that continue to shape our world. As we conclude our exploration of the Battle of Smolensk, we are left with a sense of awe and wonder at the complexity and nuance of this pivotal moment in history. The echoes of conflict continue to shape our understanding of the world today, and it is through examining these moments that we can gain a deeper appreciation for the intricacies of human experience. In the words of historian Dominic Levin, the Battle of Smolensk was a defining moment in Russian history, one that marked the beginning of a new era of Russian power and influence. Indeed, the battle's legacy continues to be felt today, serving as a reminder of the enduring power of courage, strategy, and fate in shaping the course of human events. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.